Hi, welcome back to lesson 2. In lesson 1 we looked at the C major scale in thirds, and at the bottom of that sheet, if you haven't downloaded it, you can do so from nickpagejazzguitar.weebly.com, were two of the most common chord progressions, the 1-6-2-5 and the 2-5-1. We're just going to work on the first one of those, the 1-6-2-5, and remember that I said each note of the scale gets a Roman numeral. So if you download this new sheet, lesson 2, which is free, just go to the website, it shows you a 1-6-2-5, C major 7, a 6 chord, A minor 7, a 2 chord, D minor 7, and a 5 chord, G7. Now, we could play the C major scale all over those 4 chords because they're based upon the scale of C major. But jazz musicians like to get more sophisticated and have a more harmonically interesting sound. So what they do is they start to introduce chord substitutions. And we're going to look at the first one now. If you look on your sheet, the second chord says D flat diminished 7th. And also for B flat and E flat instruments, that's at the end of the sheet. There's parts for you as well. So C major 7, the first chord, and instead of the 6, remember the 1-6-2-5, instead of the 6 we've gone to D flat diminished 7th. Now this is very common in older jazz compositions by people like Jimmy Van Heusen, Slow Boated China, It Could Happen to You, or Fat Swallow Ain't Misbehaving. They use this ascending D minor 7, E flat diminished 7th. They use that ascending idea, which is great. But I was talking about a 1-6-2-5, and what's that got to do with that? So some of the more modern musicians wanted to kind of C, A, D, G, have that kind of sound. So if you take that D flat diminished, remember we're talking about a 1-6, so that should be a 6 chord. If we put the 6th note on the bottom of that, the A, C, D flat diminished 7th with an A in the root, that makes that chord an A7 flat 9. So a D flat diminished 7th can be looked upon as an A7 flat 9 with no root. I know this might sound very confusing to you at the moment, but just try and hear the sound. The D flat diminished is built on minor thirds, which means it goes up or down in 3 fret intervals. And it can take its name from any one of those notes. Now when we're comping on the guitar or other instruments, that makes it quite interesting because we can move our inversions up and down 3 frets. So if I was playing this, C major 7, D flat diminished, D minor 7, the 4th chord there is G7 flat 9, no root. I could move those diminished chords up twice in one bar, so it would sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just do that again. And I ended up with the C major 6, 9, which is on that sheet as well. The last chord. I didn't put a root in there because I'm keeping them all on the middle 4 strings. It makes for a very smooth sound. So if you'd like to mess around with those, don't worry if it's kind of a bit confusing at the moment, because as we add to this, it will gradually all come together. In the next lesson, we're going to look at scales, and I hope to see you then. Again, if you want to go and download that sheet and have a look at it, it's nickpagejazzguitar.weebly.com. It's a free download. I hope it's been of some use to you. I hope you've enjoyed it. Hope to see you on the next lesson. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.